Good day, good people. This is Phil and this is your next tutorial. And now we have reached a crucial point in PHP programming because we are talking about arrays. And arrays are a huge topic because in your programming daily life you will use those a lot. You can pretty much do anything with arrays. But let's start with the basics. What are arrays? Well, with arrays, the cool thing with arrays is that you can store multiple values in one variable. Okay, let's see that here. Okay, I could just have let that open. Well, you can store more than one value in a variable. Usually you assign just one value to the variable a, for example. We talked about this, either it's an integer or it's a string or whatever you want it to have. Okay, and they can be associative, so you can choose the key and the value yourself, and they can also be multi-dimensional, and you will see in a minute what this means. It's, well, after all, it's a special variable and can hold more than one value at a time. And if you have a list of items that you want to put in one variable, this is a very good way to do it. Okay, people, enough talking. How can we create an indexed array? Well, in an indexed array, you do not choose the key, you just choose the value. All right? So let's just go with the ZCE certification example here. For example, let's say that you wanted to choose an array. Wait, let me check the local host. Is that big enough? Echo, yes, I guess it is. It's 200%. Should be fine. Echo test, refresh. This is readable, 300%. Alright, here we go. Okay, so there are several ways how to create an array. The first way, and the one that I use most of the time and that I've seen most of the time, is, for example, we choose the variable x and we assign something to it that starts with array. Here we already have the suggestion by Sublime Text. That's why I love this, but we're not going to use it. We're going to do it ourselves. Okay, so x is an array, parentheses, and then we choose different values that we want to store in it. So for example, let's make this one about colors. Okay, so red, comma, blue, comma, and green. What a surprise. All right, here we go. Now you have created an array just with this keyword. So how can we echo this out? Well, usually you would just put out echo and then whatever you want. But in this case, you cannot put out an array like that. I will show you why. Okay, so let's try and echo out x. This is not going to work because you're trying an array to string conversion here. Okay, well, bottom line is you can echo out strings and numbers. You cannot echo out arrays. So what I like to do is, there's several ways. What I prefer is print r. Okay, print r is able to echo out, if you will, an array in a humanly readable way. And here we go. So let's leave it like that. What do we have here? It's an array. This is the type. Okay, you could echo out variables with that as well, and it would show you what type this variable is that you are printing out. Okay, and this is important. In arrays, we start to count from 0. All right, most of the time in computer language you start with 0, not with 1. All right, so 0, this is the key, and red is the value that is assigned to it. Then we have number 1, which is the next one, and which stores the value blue, like we see here. And the third value that is assigned to key number 2 is the string green. Well, obviously you could as well just choose integers. We now chose colors or strings, but you might as well put integer in that and combine both. All right, this works too. Now key 0 stores the value 1, key 1 stores the value blue, and key 2 stores the value green. So you can mix types here. This is important. You can put integers and strings and even booleans. You could do that and just continue and put true in here. In this time we have coercion again. We talked about this. It doesn't print out true, but true is 1 and false would be 0. So that's why we have 1 here. Okay. So, but let's not get confused with that. We are trying to talk about how to create arrays, and this is how you do it. Well, there are several ways to do that. People who come from other languages, like C for example, they are used to another kind of typing. So for example, you could put Y and then those brackets, I don't know actually how you call those in English, I'm sorry, the array brackets, if you will, and then you put your numbers in there. So you make 1, 2 and 3, if you will. Okay, this is exactly the same. The keys automatically are 0, 1 and 2, and the values in this case are 1, 2 and 3. And if we were to print out this array, it would be exactly the same thing. Okay, this is just another kind of creating an array. Well, there's a next thing that we can do. We can go and choose the keys ourselves. So why not do that? So you say variable A gets an array, those brackets, and now you can choose the values yourself. So value 0, and then we put this pointer here, and it gets the string test, and you can go on like this. But why would you do it if it does it automatically? Well, for example, if you were to leave out a value empty or something like that, you can go and do this, because now you can choose which value, which key gets which value. Remember, this is the key, this is the value. And of course, if I print that out, unexpected print R. Alright, this is because I forgot the semicolon. Important, always remember the semicolon. Now you have key 0, value test. Alrighty? And of course, you can also do the same thing with the other brackets. Now you can assign B, and if you use those brackets, you can save the word array. You can just go ahead and put the values in there, and in this case or why not, let's just try this and put 1 equals something like test again. And as always, remember the semicolon, refresh, and then, and this is important, we have assigned 0. Sorry, I was a little confused here. Okay, so here we go. Of course, we put the value test to the key 1. So 0 is empty. All right, it just it's not printed out. But I could change the order here. I don't know why I would do that, but it is possible. So now obviously, and it also gets shown in this way. So this would be an unordered array. Well, because obviously the value 0 is behind the value 1. All right, people. This is an indexed array, which means that the keys are not changed. So the keys are always 0, 1, 2, 3, like we have here. Okay, this is the way you would create arrays, and I feel like we already did a lot in this video, and some people, even beginners, might be overwhelmed if we go too much into this. So for now, let's leave it with that. This is how you create arrays. You can store multiple values in one array, and I will make a ton of videos just about this topic, because arrays are so powerful in PHP and in other languages that you will see that you can use them extensively. Okay? Bear in mind, there are 4 ways of creating them. This, I would say, is the most common one, just equal array and then the brackets, but there are 4 ways, and you should know all of them. Alrighty people, I wish you a good day, and I see you in the next tutorial.